Okay, I am now. So, everybody that's on this call, man, you guys have been appointed for a time such as this. We are in a different season right now in our business. This is a time where we are about to go into a massive growth. So, when the leaders, as we was talking this weekend, kind of just analyzing where we are, right? We've had a lot of good things that's happened in the last 90, 120 days. We don't take any of that for granted. That's been great. It's got us to this point. Um, but looking at the things that we need to adjust and how we can really go into like the next level of growth, we had to get a core group of people, because you don't need a lot of people. You need a core group of people. Excuse me. Get a core group of people. Make sure the core group of people understand the systems that we run. It's not 5, 7, 8 different systems. Hyper launch, 8-day blitz, get on the training for the one pager, repeat the process. So in 21 days, everybody, it's 3 cycles of 7 days, everybody can be ready to go who joined us in business before the 28th day. So the whole goal is to get everybody but one mindset to really understand there's a growth place. Because everything we're gonna be doing is money making activity. Like our schedule's about to go the super bonkers. And so this next 90-day push that we on, right? We're focused between, we're gonna run it from now to the end of the year. That's halftime. There's about 45 days in there, 40, 45 days. And then from the last part of the year, right? Going into the next Atlanta push. It was a little short of 90 days. But the whole goal was from now to the next event in Atlanta is we're going to push everybody all the way through these rank changes as quick as possible. But we had to really make sure everybody understand the same systems that we run it. So this core group is just in this Telegram for this. We're going to run this call on, and this is an accountability call, Monday, Wednesday, Friday, 10 p.m., Sunday, 7 p.m. This is not a big coaching call with a whole lot of ad-lib. And the whole structure of this is to make sure we are having checkpoints on how many people came into business in the last 48 hours. Are they hyper launch? Who got promoted? Did we get their list? Did we tap root? The whole goal is to tap root these people quickly. One of the biggest things that we have been failing at as a team on the hyper launch is the second phase, right? So after they launch, you know what I mean? Let's just say the person comes in on Monday, then they launch it on Tuesday, and they get their people in on Tuesday. What's supposed to happen is on Wednesday, their people supposed to be launched. On Thursday, there's people supposed to be launched, right? That person at that point should be 3 and free and then push tonight by default. By Sunday, that person needs to be on Chi and Christie call going through the 8-day blitz. So Sunday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, they with Chi, right? Make sure we pay attention to the different time zone, because he's on Central, we on Eastern. So make sure you got your people on at that time. It's 7 o'clock our time, 6 o'clock his time. The following Sunday, they on with Kiana, right? They on with Kiana on Sunday, and then Monday for the trading view. So our business is a 2-part harmony, right? We have the trading, we have the building. We all understand that a person has to get locked in to receiving some form of income and getting past that 99 in the first 28 days. Please understand, you only have 28 days to be able to retain your membership. These people, most of them, some of them will pay beyond that, but for the most part, if these people are not 3 and free, or not at night where they getting a check by that time, they gone. Because the business is already confusing. Trading is very intimidating for the most part, with people trying to learn how to invest, they're trying to learn how the market work, right? And that's how they get into this over, paralysis analysis situation. Like when they analyze too long, they do nothing. So they talking about, I want to learn how to trade, and then I'm gonna do it, or I'm gonna teach, I'm gonna learn how to do it first. I'm gonna introduce my people. That's all fear talk. They're not gonna learn it. Them people gonna quit. They're not gonna learn it. You got master traders who ain't mastered it. So if a person saying they just want to trade, they don't really know what they even saying. They don't even understand that that's not even gonna happen. So we can't listen to that. So as leaders, we just gotta make sure we on the same mindset of understanding that these people have to launch. Their first wave, make a list, get them 3 and free. If they don't even go night, but we got that 3 and free, we gotta have a founder factory. Just gotta be kicking out to get everybody 3 and free and push them through the process, 3 and free and push them through the process to get them to hit that 3 and free and tap root. So even if they slow down or so along that way, you know what I'm saying? I think Megan did a great job this weekend. It's probably one of the best trainings I've seen her do, especially in the live form where she gave the visual to the people. of how taprooting looks and how to go 9 levels deep. Because obviously, with this business, if you do the multiple of 3 9 times, you got enough people to go legend or have a legend leg. And so we understand that is the concept, but we got to do it in each leg. So the starting 5 concept is for everybody to take their top 5 people that you're gonna work with, right? And you're gonna make sure that them top 5 people stay as close to the master copy. My first training I did in Tradera was replication. You know what I'm saying? It was replication. So based upon the replication, I see you in the chat, DJ. I got it. Based on the replication model, if you haven't seen that, to really understand my philosophy on that, go to Megan's YouTube channel, type in Dynamite Sloan replication, and it'll pop up, and go to the middle of the recording. And I did about a 20-30-minute segment on the difference between replication and duplication. Duplication is an automatic deviation. You got a copy of a copy of a copy, it's going to break down. Replication is an immediate offspring of the master copy. And that's why on music, they say they want their masters. But when we used to burn CDs back in the day, if y'all remember that, you go through the whole machine and you can come out with a defective CD. Like some other CDs may be good, but you're going to have some bad ones in there somewhere along the way. And it could be just the master burner was off. So we want replication. We don't want duplication. In order for us to get this system really cranking is speed. What we're doing now, we're launching people, we're getting them going, but we're not launching that second and third wave fast enough. So what's happening of it is we're getting the people in, we're getting them going, but then we're breaking down the system. Now you look up 2 or 3 weeks went by. Now these people are discouraged. They haven't something they meditated for. They have not did a copy and paste. They have not been in a process where they really understand what's going on. And so now they're quitting. It's basic human behavior. Like if y'all heard my story, my father was military, right? So his whole deal was documentation and observation. So what I learned how to get good at in life is paying attention to people and just watching human behavior. Since I've been in Tradera for these first 4 months, I've learned where the system breaks down at. The system doesn't break down based on the academy or how old the system looks. That's not why it breaks down. The system breaks down in the mindset of the people, where when they get enrolled inside the academy, and then they may get their 3, but then they get stuck between building and trading, and they having a mindset, should I build, should I trade, should I trade, should I build? And they get caught in that place. And if they upline is really not proficient and understanding how to plug the people into the system, the people are getting mishandled. And so when they get mishandled, what's starting to happen of it is they're not effectively moving to the second step of understanding how to trade and understand they still need to get some residual money that they trade on, so they're not using their rent money. And then if they're not already understanding how to trade and they upline don't really know how to do it, it's not plugging them into the system. We got people in our business been here 2, 3, 4 weeks who don't got an MP4 set up. Now they don't got their MetaTrader 4 set up. They don't have their, they're not on, they're taking the trade alerts. They look at a chart, they still get intimidated. And it's not because it's not available. It's getting broke down because they're not being handled correctly coming through the process. So we have to, yeah, I see that. And so we have to do a better job as leaders to understand that the first 7 days is hyper launch, 24 to 72 hours hyper launch. So everybody on this call needs to have a calendar, right? So in your calendar, if you recruit a person or enroll a person on Monday, you need to put them on your calendar for Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. Each person you personally sponsor, bring in, and you need to make sure your team is having the day enroll goes on your calendar as well. If you're the one doing a hyper launch presentation, they go on your calendar for 72 hours. I hope y'all taking notes on this. They need to go on your calendar for 72 hours because mentally as a leader, it's going to let you know that you have a hyper launch you need to be doing at this specific time for the next 72 hours, right? Also, you need to make sure another part of the process that we realized we were dropping the ball at, from the time the person get enrolled, step 4, they need to get introduced to an upline. I wasn't doing that. My team wasn't doing that. So I got hundreds of people in my organization that I ain't never talked to, right? And so the people being able to understand they need to check in with their upline so they got some more support system. So if I enroll Aaron into the business, right, my job at that point after he gets enrolled, I need to be calling Chanel. Hey, Chanel, hey, I got Aaron on the phone. He just joined us in business. He's amazing fired up. He's already enrolled. I just wanted you to do the welcome call for him and welcome him into the family. Chanel, hey, how you doing, Aaron? Nice to meet you. Hey, glad to have you on the team. What interests you the most? Trading, building, what made you join? What's your goals? What are you trying to hit for? Okay, how much money a month are you trying to hit? We need to ask people these questions. How much money a month are you trying to get out of the business to make you feel comfortable to take this serious? Aaron says, okay, I want to make 2,000 a month. Okay, great. Listen, you need to get back with Sloan. You know, he's a great trainer. He's going to help you get to this 2,000 a month, right? Make sure y'all lock in. You should be launching your business, Aaron, you know, right away. We got a system called a hyper launch. You need to make sure you make your list. So the upline needs to be reiterating the steps, right? I could have already told him this, but it's more edification. It's more a stamp on it when the upline is pushing it, because he's considered, or she's considering this example, the professional. So the professional that I've edified is now reiterating the steps. So what that does is it takes the pressure off of me just telling Aaron, or Aaron have to listen to me. Now he's heard it from two sides. He's heard it from me, and he's heard it from my upline, who I've edified as the expert, who's had a tremendous amount of success in the business, that's telling him what he needs to be doing. So now she's going to say, you need a hyper launch, get your list. You should be launching out, you know, the next 24 to 48 hours so we can get you going, to get your people going, get you 3 and free, get you tonight, get your residual income. You want to make 2,000. So let's knock out that first $500 with the 10 people ASAP, right? And you got any questions, here's my number, right? You know, you can follow with me. So now Aaron knows he has some more support. So the two leaders need to be making sure that these new people got it. I can go through my organization right now with my personals and say that we didn't do that. We dropped the ball. As a team, we dropped the ball. We did not get all our people introduced. So now you got people going into the witness protection program, right? And they hiding and they ducking off on a sponsor, right? And they don't have no accountability for nobody else because they ain't talked to nobody else. So Aaron just might think he just quitting on me. But if he already done talked to Chanel and Chanel says she's going to be checking on, he got more accountability to make sure he there. And so if she happened to just, you know, she may talk to me and say, hey, what happened with Aaron? And man, he just slid off. She can call Aaron too and get him back re-energized. So we have to use every step of the system. So we're going to make sure in this particular chat, in the starting file, we're going to put the PS3 system in the chat to make sure that we are not skipping any steps. Reagan, if you could drop that in there real quick in the Telegram, we need to make sure as a team, Reagan, if you could drop the PS3 system in there, drop the hyper launch in there, and then the 8-day blitz. These are our steps. We need to make sure we're hyper launching. We need to make sure we're taking our people through the 8-day blitz. And then we need to make sure we get everybody on Reagan's training call on Tuesday and Thursday to learn the one-pager. Once they come out of that process, at that point, they should be Knight, Noble, or maybe even Bishop within that first 30 days. Now they're in the process where we can replicate this process all the way down. Our whole goal is to get these people ranked up quickly. So we have covered both sides of the spectrum. We have got them launched with a 3 and free and got them tonight to get at least minimum tonight where they got their first bag. So they got their money back. They don't have no anxiety. Now we got retention on our membership because our goal is to get people to rank up quickly. So we got to lock them in. They got to get some money. And now we teaching them through the 8-day process how to trade. So when we talking about taking signals and trade alerts, if you look at some of the organizations that's in Atlanta, you know, and that you know, the young lady Danielle is in Reagan's first leg. She just went princess, and then one of her teammates, you know what I'm saying, just went king, right? And so, which is 10,000 to 20,000. They only been in the business less than 90 days, and they already at 20,000 a month and 10,000 a month. And a big part of their thing is making sure people know how to take the signals, you know? And so when me just analyzing and looking at a lot of people that's coming through quickly, you know what I mean? What is one of the key factors is that they actually using the services. Like, really be honest with yourself and ask yourself how many people in your team is really using the product. Not a lot. I promise you, we don't have a lot of people in our teams using the product. I think this is a key factor why our retention is dropping, because we need to make sure people are actually using the product. So, but if we don't have a system that we can gauge, it's guessing. You know what I'm saying? You don't want to be guessing if your people are actually using the product or not, right? You should know. You can talk to anybody in your team and they know how to take a trade alert or a signal. They've been here for 2 or 3 weeks. That should be automatic. If you go to companies like IML, it ain't no question. They taking signals. You know what I'm saying? Like, they take this, and they might not build as fast as us. You know what I'm saying? With a lot of them, they may not rank up as fast. Like, I know somebody at IML right now, been over there for a couple of months and just went P600. I'm like, what? You just went P600? You just told me I'm at $5,000. Like, you joined way before I did. They're not big builders. A lot of them don't know how to build a business because their comp plan is a little different from ours on how they count people. But people know how to trade. They'll eat most of our people up of understanding how to take signals, how to look at a chart, how to understand indices. Like they can have a trading conversation. I really admire that a whole lot. I respect that a whole lot because we're in a Forex platform. So we as leaders and our team should really know how to take signals. They should really know the market. Like they should really be more proficient, right? That generational wealth call is about knowledge, but we cannot have people in our business so long without being able to do the service. You understand what I'm saying? Like, this is a big drop off of where we losing people. We're not doing a good job, okay, of our people actually using the service. And so what's happening of it is in that 28-day mark, when they go from pending, they not renewing. And so now when your numbers reset, you losing people. We had to fix that. And so when I looked at it, the only thing I did was I looked at what we was pushing our people to. And what we was doing was we was giving out too many flyers. We was giving out 3-4 different flyers, and a confused mind does nothing, y'all. We know that. So the only thing I did was I had a conversation with Chi when I was on vacation, and me and Chi talked for like an hour and a half. And I said, Chi, talk to me like I'm a student. Talk to me like I'm a brand new person who just got in your class. What would you have me to do, right? What is the play that you calling as a coach, as the professor of this class, teaching our new people that's coming to Tradera, because I promote your call all the time. So what I want you to do is act like I don't know nothing and walk me through, and I'm going to take notes step by step as to what you say a new person should be doing. This is where the 8-day blitz came from. Step number 1, Sunday. Part 1. See, I never knew he was teaching 2 different things on Sunday and Wednesday. So I was even miscoaching the information, telling a person to hop on either Sunday or Wednesday. They was only getting half of the lecture. You know what I'm saying? Tuesday or Thursday. I was telling a person to pick one, Tuesday or Thursday, because I'm thinking he giving the same information twice. That was misrepresentation on my part. He wasn't. You know what I'm saying? He's giving a second part. So if I was pushing the person to hop on Sunday or Wednesday, they may have hopped on Wednesday because they, was doing family stuff or whatever on Sunday, and they only got half of their class. You know what I'm saying? Or they might have hopped on Tuesday, not Thursday, and they was only getting half of the beginner's traders. And so me calling a professor and asking him specifically, as a new person, as a professor, what do you think we should be doing? Teach me your curriculum. Sunday is part 1. Welcome to Forex. You know what I'm saying? Tuesday is part 1, beginners traders. Wednesday is part 2, welcome to Forex. Thursday is part 2, beginners traders. A person needs to do Sunday, Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday to complete that curriculum. I want to make sure we clear on that. He got a link that his daughter did. His daughter set up a link, and that's inside the Telegram as well. That only thing they got to do is click the link. Hugo Way is inside of the the MetaTrader 4, the MT4 joint is in there. You can hit Hugo's Way, set up the demo account. It's like a 2 or 3 minute video. All he recommends is that a person actually sets that up, watch the video, and set up their broker account before hopping on a call on Sunday. So what is the prerequisite for Sunday call? Hit the link and set up your demo account. That's it. When they hop on there on Sunday, he's going to walk them through everything they need to do. Guys, this is really going to help us. I'm telling you. I got a shirt that we gonna make, and it's going to say retention equals residual. You can't get residual income in Tradera if your membership keep dropping out. Let's just keep it all the way a band. If your members keep resetting and falling out, you're replacing. Come on, man. I didn't come here to be replacing people every 7 days, every 28 days. You didn't come here for that either. You came here to build a business. So that's why I say this starting 5 conversation is only for the coaches. I don't want all your team on this call. I wanted the starting 5 or the coaches that we're going to be coaching, because on Wednesday, Friday, and Sunday, you can put your players on this call. You can get your top 5 players on this call on Wednesday, Friday, and Sunday. On Monday, it's for you. It's the leaders that we reached out to so we can have a direct coaching call, because you might want to talk about some of them starting 5, you know what I'm saying, and what you're trying to work through to get them straight. I need you to have a transparent moment where we can have some dialect about your starting 5 on your roster, right? So we can unlock some things to get your people moving. Because if you get your starting 5 ranked up, The whole goal with your starting five is to figure out where they at with their numbers and get them to rank up. If you get your starting five to rank up, then you're going to rank up, right? And that's the whole goal. You got to get them through the whole process where they understand the system, they rank up, you going to rank up, and then you replicate the process and you teach them to teach they starting five the same thing. And as we continue to repeat this process, your team is going to get stronger. I don't want no fluff business. My joint will go as fast or as slow as it's going to go. But one thing for sure, every time I hit a rank, I want my rank to be solid. I don't want no fluffy ranks, and I'm coaching y'all this way because I want y'all business to be rock solid. You got to have solid, not just no promo business. I don't want a promo business. I don't want a promo business. I want a business, right? That if I'm coaching, it's going to be one way. If I step away and one of my leaders got to coach it, they coaching it the same way. If they got to step away and coach it, it's going to be the same way. You want a replicated business all the way through. So it may take us a little longer to hit ranks. I'm cool with that because what I know for sure, if your business is solid, if it get hit, you're going to withstand. You know what I'm saying? Like you got enough good information and good value in the system that ain't going nowhere. When I was in Primerica, it was a cat in there named Frank Dillon. Frank Dillon sat at the top, number one in the nation for 4 years in a row because his business was so disciplined. His business, he Mexican. He came here. He was like a doctor or something in Mexico, came here, learned, he couldn't barely spoke English, learned it, and then taught it to the Spanish community and taught it to the Blacks and Puerto Ricans and stuff like that in Jersey, New York. They like dominated New Jersey, New York, Connecticut. They dominated that area. And you couldn't even come into Frank meetings because he didn't believe in no other philosophy in his organization but what he was teaching. And his standards were so high, his team looked down on any team that had weak standards because they're like, that ain't even a real business. Their business was solid. So I believe that the tough route in business is always the best route. I don't want no shortcuts. Like I want my business to be solid. So when I'm coaching, I only want the key people in our organizations on these calls because you can't water this down. You can't skip a step. You can't water it down. You can't apologize for having a 10 o'clock call. You can't apologize for the reason why they got to hyper launch a certain way, why they got to do the 8-day blitz, why they got to get their team inside the call to learn how to do the one page, because it's all for your benefit. If you start watering this down, your business going to be weak. And then when your people weak, your income going to go down. You follow what I'm saying? But if you can respect the standards that's being set, it's only going to lock your business in to be strong. And so like I tell anybody, by the time you get your business to noble, to bishop, you got to have people in that business that's working with you, that's pushing for it to go to bishop to duke, and from duke to prince or princess. You cannot go past that without having a business. And some of y'all been around long enough to know that you cannot continue to go through ranks with a flaky business. It's not going to happen. You're going to get stuck and roll back. Most people are going to get stuck right there between knight and noble and going from noble to bishop. They get stuck right there. Because they had enough people to be able to, put personals under people and put a person under a person. But then when you put them people under people and they don't launch, what happens? They quit because your people never learned the system. And so the only thing you did was you made it easy for them. You put a Band-Aid on their emotion, you clapped them up, and you made them feel good that they went founder, but they only went founder because you gave them their 3 people. They never launched their business. They never gave you a list. They never got on conference call consistently, right? They complained about the whole process, and they fell off. That's what happens. So I just believe is when you really build your business strong with standards, and you hold people to the line of what they're supposed to be doing, and you don't apologize for that, because it's hard being broke too. What's your alternatives? Not being successful in the company, seeing other people pass you up, right? They running through ranks and you trying to figure out why, but they actually got people that's actually doing the process. I feel like I'd rather be hard and I'm winning than hard and losing. Like, I don't want my business to be weak. And I don't want that. I don't want y'all to be in a place where your business is not growing the way it need to grow, but it's only because we skip steps. So this call on Monday is for the coaches. It's for you. That's key starting 5 that got a point of view on this call. So that 17, 20, 25, whatever that number is, I'm cool. Wednesday, it need to be 50, 60 people on this call because you plus your 5 need to be on Wednesday, Friday, and Sunday because we need to go through your ranks to make sure your people is ranking up. And the only thing I'm gonna be going through, whether I do it, whether Reagan do it, or whether Dre do it, we just gonna go through the criteria, right? I'll post it up in the chat tomorrow, so you ready, so you can be getting your people ready for the call Sunday. So on Wednesday, and every day moving forward, the only thing we looking at is the numbers. How many people joined? How many people launched? Did you get their flyers done? And so you need to do your homework as a leader, and it's gonna make you a way better leader. I'm telling you, it's gonna make you super crispy on understanding the process. Did your people come in? Did they get introduced? Did they get a welcome flyer? Did they get a hyper launch? Okay, cool. After that week, they 8-day or then they 8-day blitz, and you just gonna have to run down. So it's gonna make you do your inventory too of how many people in your organization. This is gonna make your business so much better. We're gonna run this process just like this to the end of the year, halftime break, and then from the halftime all the way up to Atlanta. And I promise you, everybody got to have a goal. I want you right now to write down what your 90-day goal is income-wise. My 90-day goal is to go legend, right? I done cleared up all my other business stuff I need to do. My 90-day goal is to go legend. I already been here for 90 days, 120 days. So that's cool. I'm at 5,000. I'm not starting from zero. I'm starting from where I'm at now. So I got to go Prince. I got to go King. I got to go Emperor. I got to go legend. I got 4 more steps to go. What are your levels you got to go through in 90 days? So every 30 days or every 2 weeks or whatever the benchmark is going to be, we only going to rank up as fast as we taproot. That's it. I was just talking to Jackson. We was having a conversation about taprooting. Guys, that's the key to the business. It's how fast can you replace the people? From the time you get a person in, they get their 3, and they 3 get their 3, and your schedule need to be so busy till you dizzy, right? And if you got a job and you got to work around that, throw a bone to one of your teammates here upline. Just don't let your people sit there. If your people need to launch and you at work, turn them over to somebody. Ask somebody else sideline to do the call for you, right? But make sure your people are working all week. And as we do that, guys, we're going to be straight, right? So that's our system. That's the play that we running. I just really want to make sure we reiterate that Monday call is going to be for the coaches. Wednesday, Friday, Sundays, the coaches and their top 5 players. The whole purpose of it is to get your team disciplined on running the system consistently the same way every single day. And make sure you can keep track of your numbers and your team can keep track of the numbers, because our whole goal is to rank them up. That's our whole goal out of this. And it ain't about running no half-off promos and all like that. Now we going to the grind, straight work ethic. If we got a promo somewhere along the way, we need to do cool. Like, I'm not against it. I'm just saying, if we put something on the table, it's some value that got to come from it. I'm just not giving nobody $50 or half off to join, just to join like Shadari ain't already the bomb. Like, the business already the bomb. Like, so that stuff, that's weak to me, right? That's a shortcut that you just gonna waste some of your commission on. I ain't with none of that. You know what I'm saying? Like, I ain't not just saying Dre on there. Yeah, that's a done deal. You know what I'm saying? Like, I ain't with that. I'm not wasting my money. Like, the money we making is for our family. Like, everybody got to go get it just based on work ethic like everybody else. But if we run the system strong, our business is going to be amazing. Like, 90-day push, what it's going to be, push your starting 5. That's the system we run it. So it's phase 1, hyper launch. Phase 2, 8-day blitz. Phase 3, getting understanding how to do the presentation, repeat the process over and over. Next point, the event the 28th, right? So this weekend we got an event in Charlotte. Standing room only, going to be packed out, right? So the event is going to start at 4 o'clock. Doors are going to open up at 4. We're probably going to start around 4:30. Red is going to do the welcome and everything. The event should be over by 7. It's not going to be long. And the phase of how we're going to do it is open up the doors at 4, start at 4:30. Ready to do the welcoming. I'm gonna do the presentation, going over the presentation, the company, the opportunity. From that point, then we're gonna have Aaron and Dre talk about the trading space in there. So they'll give 2 different perspectives. Dre made a video about trading, you know what I'm saying? So we want Dre to kind of go over that part of how to do the copy and paste and walk the people, just be able to show the people how easy that is. Because we want to make sure we keep that at the front of the people. Aaron can talk through a little bit of trading psychology side, going through that. We want to make sure we talk about the mindset of trading, you know what I'm saying? We're gonna have a couple of people that's gonna kind of tell their story testimonial wise. I always think testimonies and an opportunity meeting is always helpful from new people to be able to talk about their point of view and what they got from the meeting, since they've been in the company, how they grew and why, like facts tell, stories sell. So we want to have a couple testimonies for some leaders and, new people that just joined the business, right? And then we're gonna do a training on the back end. So we'll do a quick 30, 45-minute training or whatever to the people. And it may be reiterating this message I'm telling y'all right now. And I'm pretty sure a big part of it is going to be making sure everybody understands the system. That's the meeting, 4 to 7 in Charlotte. Invite, get your people there. It's no cost to this meeting. That's that. Second point, we will be doing, and I recommend the same thing for the Ohio market where y'all at up there. Y'all need to be doing a weekly opportunity meeting. We got to go back to strictly pure network marketing process every 2 weeks or every week, however y'all want to do it. Our opportunity meeting. We have to have a meeting every week to build this deal up over the next 90 days. It has to be a meeting every other week for the people to go to. People go, you build a business in network marketing from meeting to meeting. This is where you do your recognition. This is where people get promoted. This is one of the most positive environments that people come into a lot of times throughout their day. It's in the opportunity meeting. So we have to have a meeting, a congregation of the people have to come together every couple of weeks to be able to get that energy. You know what I'm saying? Like I used to run my meeting every week. Now it was like Wednesday or Thursday, I used to have an opportunity meeting every single week, 30, 40, 50, 60 people every single week. And this is how I built my business to be so strong. You know what I'm saying? So we have to have a regular meeting schedule to build the people up to, because this is what happens when we start doing these quarterly fast start schools, right? When the people start moving to the schools, like the next school is going to be in Atlanta for the fastest school on January 22nd. You have to have momentum built up to move people. So when you're doing a meeting every week or every other week, you're building momentum, right, to get the people built up to a space. When it's time to move them to a bigger meeting that's further, you already got that wave because they're already making money. They're already comfortable with the process. It's easier to move them, right? So you needed one to be able to keep them locked in and understand and make sure they implement it, because they can keep bringing new guests. They're getting excited, they're getting promoted. You got to keep that energy going. Then when it's time to move them, shoo, we can move into a big event. We're going to take 50 passenger bus from Charlotte to Atlanta on the 22nd. We come in suited and booted. We come in with uniform shirts, the whole nine. From Ohio, y'all gonna take a bus from Ohio down to Atlanta, right? Now, always 8 hours. So what? Like it's the process. You know what I'm saying? It's the energy. You know what I'm saying? On the bus, right? It's the energy. We gotta go. We just gotta we got to lace up our bootstraps. We got to bootstrap it right now, right? We got to bootstrap it. I done had teams that we done traveled that far, 6 hours, 7 hours. Bootstrap it. It's the environment. When you look at playing games and sports, it's the energy and the environment that you miss. It's not just the game, it's the camaraderie. Like our team's going to get stronger. They're going to have more team pride. They're going to understand they're going to get more sideline accountability. COVID got us all spaced out, but we can't really even feel each other human energy no more. You know what I'm saying? But that energy in our teams is really what we missing. Like we missing a lot of that camaraderie, and this is how you do it. So I'm choosing to go straight bootstrap. I'm going straight bootstrap, you know what I'm saying, with this business right now. Regular calls, coaching, coaching key leaders in their top 5, every other week opportunity meeting until we can get to the point to do it every week. Because I want to have a meeting every week. I don't want to do every 2 weeks. I'd rather have a meeting every week, you know what I'm saying? But every 2 weeks minimum, right? And then event to event. So next meeting, we decided to do a meeting to close out the year in Ohio. So Ohio's going to have a Super Saturday the weekend before Christmas. I think that's December 19th. So Ohio's going to have a meeting December 19th. Charlotte, we're going to have our meeting on January the 9th. So Ohio's going to end the year for 2020, and we're going to kick off the meeting in 2021. So what's going to happen of it is we're going to be in a place where we got massive explosions. We are building a deal from bootstraps. So what we're deciding to do, and I'm recommending that we run the same play in Ohio for y'all team up there. We need to look at the calendar and have 4 fast start schools already planned for 2021. Now listen to me. This is how we built our business. I did a contract with the Hilton a couple of years ago when I was in Primerica. I did a 3-year contract with them, and we had our meeting scheduled out for 3 years. Every 3 months, we had a quarterly fast start school. And everybody knew it was on their calendar. We already had it booked out. And so we moved people from event to event, right? So January, April, July, October. January, April, July, October. Every 3 months, it was a fast start school. So what happens of it is you have awards and recognition, you have all that stuff going on, and people are going to move from school to school. If you've been around network marketing, then you understand, like, you have to have these type of environments to move people. Like, this is their travel time. This is their team camaraderie time. Like, when you can build that environment, this is what they're looking forward to. I know people who, like, they stayed for the environment and they stayed for the relationships when they weren't making no money. Like, some of our people, are going to, quit, you know what I'm saying, just because they ain't making no money, right? So you want to build a business where your people are not just staying because of the money, because the money can get funny, right? You want the people to stay because of the relationships and the loyalty that they done built to the organization, to the team, to the company. The loyalty is going to keep them when the money done left them. You see what I'm saying? So we want retention. We really got to talk about, how do we build loyalty? You build loyalty in your organization by always being there for your people. So your people know you're there for them beyond the money. Do you really know their name? Do you know their kid's name? Do you know what's going on, right? This is how you build an organization. This is how me, Aaron, and Chanel been together 10 years. I saw her son when they were little. They seen Adriana come over. We was calling Adriana. We didn't call her Adriana. We call her Baby Boom, because they call me Dynamite, man. They call her Baby Boom. You know what I'm saying? So everybody knew Adriana in Primerica is Baby Boom. That's how long we've been together. We've been together 10 years because we really family for real. Like, we really built relationships as family. I love them. I know they daddy crazy. And daddy crazy. We sit on the front porch on a rocking chair, and he would crack jokes all day long. Like, we would sit there and just eat and talk. You know what I'm saying? And he'd kick everybody out. You know what I'm saying? Make us leave. He's just crazy. You know what I'm saying? So we got real relationships. You know what I'm saying? Like Sean and Tony and Nate Wild. Like, I know they're family. These my people. So we done built real relationships over years but we done did a lot of stuff together. So this is what I'm saying. We got to build a culture where our people are with us for the loyalty and the love that we have, not just for the money that we make. Because if your relationship is built on money, you ain't got nothing. When the money leave, the people leave. So this is what I'm saying. If we're looking to build this business from a long-term systemic value point, we have to have systems that's in place. We have to have leaders that's replicating the system. We have to have an environment to move the people to from meeting to meeting. And we already have to have it planned out ahead of time so it's professional and organized, and we know how this is going to be structured so it's not fluff, And so January, April, July, October, we will have it on calendar already for Charlotte of the fast start schools. I don't care whatever's going on in the country. I know Charlotte's going to have 4 major schools going on in 2021. Ohio, y'all need to run the same play. 4 major schools going on. And even if it's in between, whatever, and it ain't got to be a whole Friday, Saturday, Sunday. You could just we could run how we ran ours, that everybody would come in Friday and we would run our meeting on Saturday, and then we had a Sunday closeout. Sunday was a half a day and everybody flew out that afternoon. However we do it, we'll organize it when we get to that stage, but I'm gonna let y'all know my mindset of where we want to go today with the bootstrap concept of how we're gonna be able to create an environment that's gonna make all of us wealthy. Every single last person on this call, you will be legend. If you run this process, Tradera is so simple, but you have to run it in a very organized manner where it's not fluff, where it's structured, and your business gonna grow. So that's what I got for y'all. So we can come off of mute real quick. Dre and Reagan is on. I'll let y'all go first. Y'all my co-host for the day. So if y'all want to pick that up, Dre, Reagan, if you got something to say, go ahead and jump in there.
Dre, you can go ahead.
Man, listen, I don't have a lot to say, man. You pretty much made it clear, man. You said everything you need to say. I will say this, guys. I probably personally enrolled, and I'm going to piggyback on the promo thing. I probably personally enrolled over about 70 people into the business, right? And I slowed down. And what I want to tell you is, out of those 70 people, about 60 of them paid $99, right? The other 10, they either came on a $50 promo or, I did a $99 promo and paid their way. What I can tell you is with my retention, my personal enrolled individuals, I have about 55 out of those 70 people that's still active. And the people that I sponsored and I paid their way in, not one of them are still active. So I wanted to say that to say this. Everybody that paid $99, the retention level of them is a lot higher than the individuals that either I paid half off for or that didn't pay anything. Because the reality is this, guys, people don't have enough skin in the game, right? So if they don't put any skin in the game, they don't have anything to lose. Tradera is already undervalued at $99, right? And so what I want you guys to understand is when people have a $99 business, when they invested $99, to them, they'll throw that money away. They just won't pay next month, right? So we have to get people to realize, yeah, you have a $99 a business, but it's worth millions of dollars, right? So if you invested $9,999, would you give up so easy? So we have to stop treating our business like $100 business and start treating it like it's a $10,000 business, $100,000 business. You see what I'm saying? So when you make people understand the true value in what they have, then they'll realize $99 is really nothing. Guys, like Adrian said, people in I Am Academy, I know people in I Am Academy that was in the academy for months, in the academy for years, making little to no money, paying $175 to $250 every single month. Now, yes, they have people that's quitting. Yes, they have people that don't see the vision, but that's with any company. But what I want you to understand is this: they are building massive teams at $235 to $400 to get started, and $175 to $200 a month, $250 a month. What I'll tell you is this: our program is rock solid, and it's only $99 a month. But if people only pay $99, they'll look at it like it's a $99 business. We got to make sure people understand how much value they have. And we got to, like Adrian said, we got to get them started from day one. We got them, get them plugged in. There's two things that we got to get these calls underway, right? And because that's one of two things. You got people that either say, I just want to trade, or people that get in, they don't do anything, right? And the people that say, I just want to trade, we have to educate them on the benefits of Forex MLM, because my time in this space, and it goes back to about 2016, maybe when I joined IML. My time in this space, anybody that comes in and says, I just want to trade, they never last, right? They may last for a little bit of time, but they always end up going inactive because of multiple reasons. Number one, they're not making enough money to cover their membership, because trading takes money and they don't really have the money to invest. So they're trying to make a $50 account and make $5,000, trying to turn a $100,000 account into $5,000, $10,000. But the reality is, if you don't have money to really put in there, you're just going to keep blowing $50 accounts and $100 accounts. And eventually they get tired of doing that and they quit. And then they go join one of these other little groups that tell them they can do it without paying a monthly fee. So what we got to do is we got to make sure that the people that come in and they say, I just want to learn how to trade, they understand the value in building the business, at least to get a free membership, right? Because once we help them get a free membership and they see how simple it is, if they trust the process, they follow the process, and they stick to the system, once they see that, then they'll continue to build, and then they'll get those residuals and they'll be able to put everything together, right? So like I said, honestly, I didn't even know the call was happening. I think Reagan called me. I looked, I saw Adrian sent me a message. So, that's just my piece, just off of what I've seen. So I wasn't really prepared, but hey, I'm always ready. So that's all I got, Sloan. So we gotta see the value in what we got, guys. That's really it. When we show people how much value we get for $99, they'll stay active a lot longer, right? So my personal retention is high, but I got to work on team retention because it's a system thing. And I haven't done a good job of duplicating too far beyond, my personal group. So I'm gonna pass it to Ray now.
Now that's good. You can go ahead, Ray.
Okay, that's good. I'm glad you went first, Dre, because a lot of people say, you guys have to understand, when people come in the business, you got to ask them some questions. Like Adrian said, well, what made you want to enroll into the academy? So you can find out if they're saying, well, I just want to learn how to trade, or I just want to trade. Really, they're saying, I'm nervous. I don't want to talk to people. I don't know how to build a business. So this is where you say, great, this is the perfect platform for you to learn it if you want to learn it, or to just make money, because part of our membership allows you to make money just copying and pasting. I took a trade today, and I set my stop loss, all that, took the trade alert, made $13. So that's great. So you let them know trading takes time. We have master traders over here that are still learning strategies. They're still learning how to trade. So this isn't something you're going to get in here, okay, I'm just going to learn it. Because I have people say, well, I'm just going to learn it and then I'm going to start sharing it. Well, it's not something you learn and then you're just done. So you have to understand what they're saying is like, they don't know how to build a business. They don't know, they don't want to talk to people. So I'm like, great. You know what? We have a system because you don't want to trade with your rent money, like Adrian said, but we want you to be able to trade with Tradera commission money. You have to let them know that Tradera's comp plan is different from if they've, find out if they've been in other network marketing companies, because if they have, pretty much they probably haven't made any money. So you have to let them know that we have a system over here that's really simple because our comp plan is really easy, but our system will allow you to just allow you to get to 500 to 1,000 a month quickly. And I let them know, like, you're just inviting. And I'll say to them, hey, can you call somebody and say, hey, this is Reagan. I've just partnered with some of my friends, learning how to make some money. Are you open for a business opportunity? Are you open to make some extra money? Great. You think you can get on my call? And then they're like, oh, okay, I can do that. So you have to let them know how simple it is, because they think they have to do a lot of stuff. They think they have to enroll a whole lot of people. But really, you want to just let them know that we have a system. We're going to train you. I tell people it's like a job. You get a job and you don't know what you're doing until they train you on how they do stuff so you can be successful at the job, right? Same thing over here, but our system is simple. Can you do 2 steps? That's all we need you to do. Well, I don't really like to talk to people. Great. We don't want you to talk to people. All I want you to do is invite people, because I was talking to DJ and Amber today, and a couple of their people was like, well, I already did my launch call, so I have to keep launching. Well, if you have a list of 80 plus people, then you launch all the way through your list. So really, and I say, what does it mean to launch? Just invite. So if you got your first call, your first day, hey, I'm on a call, guys. So if you're inviting off of your list, you have to let people know you're going to get 3 or more people, because you're just going to invite your top 15 to 25 people. And then you still have a whole list of 60 some people. So even if you don't get anybody from that call, you still have a whole list. So what are you going to do? Invite the next 15 to 25 people all the way through your list. And you reassure them you're going to get some people if you follow the system. So you just have to really make this system super simple. And on the call that I do Tuesdays and Thursday at 1:30, it's really just to empower people, to show them the hyper launch system, the difference between an opportunity call and a hyper launch call, and then to empower the people who are already in the business. And I always tell them, I don't care if you've been in here 1 minute, 1 hour, 1 day, 1 month, 1 year. If you haven't launched your business and used the hyper launch system, then congratulations, welcome to the family. Today is your first day. Get on your list, invite people to your call. So really, when we do that step 4 of the legend maker that you guys are talking about, that you weren't really doing, introducing them back to a leader so they can welcome them, that's kind of the time where that trained person or that person that's welcoming them finds out, what they were more interested in, trading, getting the residual income. And then that's when you're going to be able to tell them how easy it is to get to the residual income, so they're not trading emotionally, and then set up their launch call right then and there. Do you want to launch your business tomorrow, or do you want to launch your business the next day? Don't go past 2 days. I know it says 72 hours, but really don't go past 2 days of them launching their business, because how they launch and how fast they launch is how fast they're going to launch their people. So we want them to know that they need to get out of their comfort zone. In their first week, getting out of your comfort zone is just inviting, not understanding the whole business, but just inviting, and get out of your comfort zone for 1 week so you can get a check on Friday. And then you're going to have people to work with. If you're not comfortable, that's when you're going to taproot and get into their network. I used to, every 3-way call that I did and I closed people out, I always said, hey, can I get your number so I can save you in my phone? That way you can ask me any questions. And then if I was doing a call with Ernest and he had me on a 3-way call, so I saved that person's number and I put a number 2, I had an image of a 1, 2, and a 3. I'd put whatever number leg they were in, I would put that for that person's profile picture. So when you're going, and you know that you need to hit a rank, you need to put 1 or 2 people in your second leg. Now you have other people's people in your phone because you did the 3-way call with them, and you can scroll through your phone, find all the 2s, hit those people up, and how can I help you? Let me help. Let's go over your list. PS3 some people, and then you can hit your rank, on your own, and you don't have to do those emotional promos and things like that. I did a couple of them, which I've never done before. I've never had to, but I'm going to go back to doing what I was doing with the tap rooting and getting in other people's networks and reaching out to people who I know are in my second leg or my first leg, and I need to hit rank, and then just helping those people bring in some people, and you're going to get your numbers. So I know that was kind of all over the place. Tomorrow, have your people on the call, on the 1:30 call, so that way they can learn how to learn about the hyperlaunch system, and then also learn how to present with the 1-pager. Kids coming in. Sorry about that.
No, you good. It's the after hours family talk. And so I get it. But that's it, guys. I mean, this call is longer than, because we had to set the tempo. So this call is longer than the other ones will be. That call Wednesday may be around the same, a little bit of time, just to get your people acclimated to what you heard. But I really wanted to get y'all feedback. So if y'all want to come off of mute, let's have a dialogue of how do y'all feel this is going, work for us as an organization. What is your feedback as a unit? How you feel like this could benefit us, and what we got to do to keep this tight. So any leaders want to come off of mute, no particular order. Does anybody want to give some feedback? I'd love to hear what you got to say.
Hey, Coach.
Yes, sir.
Yep. All right. So I just want to make sure, I got this down pat. So in between, we get a new person, we put them through the system. Now, when we tap rooting, we just pushing them all to the calls from Megan call to your call, right?
Okay, so I want to make sure I understand. So you said when we tap root them, and then you said calls. So that's 2 different things. So when we tap root them, so tap rooting is simply you recruit me, you get my 3, then you get a list of my 3, and you launch my 3. So my 3 getting 3, and we just keep going through the levels. That's tap rooting. So the tap rooting means when you get a person, you're going through that person to get another person. So once a tap root faster, we can't break down the system of getting the launches done in order. You know what I'm saying? Like our launches are too slow. So if I get my 3, you launch me, but then you got to reach behind me and get them 3 launched, and then reach behind them and get their 3 launched. That's tap rooting. Then as for the direction of what we pushing the calls, so we know we already got the 10 o'clock accountability call. Megan has the 11 o'clock training call, which is good for everybody going to get the training. Then she has a 2, I have the 4, I have the 8, she has the 9. And so we could push our people, you know what I'm saying, to the 4 and 8. If they can't get on the 4 and 8, then they got the 2 and 9, you know what I'm saying, outside of that time frame. So that's the difference of what we pushing them, like processing them wise. But most people, if we are actually exposing them, like doing the PS3 correctly, we hyper launching them and getting them, like they make a list, get on the call. Most of the people should be recruited on the hyper launch. And then when they get on the opportunity call, that's like secondary. So the secondary option of peak and interest, they just need some more information, or if they already enrolled by that time, is jumping on the opportunity call. But most of our people, when we get a person in the business, like we don't pique their interest, their people should be recruited before they get on the opportunity call. Like in most instances, if they just need some more information, then we're going to push them to an opportunity call, whether it be the 4, the 7, the 2, or the 9. But we want to be able to pique their interest with a explainer video, the 5-minute video or the 10-minute video, like Jacob was talking about in Atlanta. That's really what you want to be doing, like the pique the interest part. And to be, if you got a prospect that's not like, it's like a personal that you like, you're looking to get in contact with, send them the video, they watch the video, go ahead and get them, enrolled. Once you get them enrolled, do the 3-way call to the upline, welcome them in, Now we got their list, then we hyper launch them. That would be the way. The secondary way is if however you got the prospect, now they got a list. Now we're just going to hyper launch them and get their people to hyper launch and get their people to hyper launch. So I always look at the PS3 is the ancillary way of how I'm going to do like my personals. If I'm going to send them out a link, they like, I got 4 or 5 people that inbox me and said they was interested based on looking at my story. So what I'm going to do with them people is I'm going to send them the 5-minute or the 10-minute explaining video, having to look at it and then call me back. And then once they call me back and we discuss what they liked about it, want to build, trade, or both, get all the money on the table based on what they tell me, then I'm going to say, great, 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 great. Then I'm actually going to recruit them in. I'm going to do the paperwork. Now that they in, now I'm a hyper launch. So that's like the building process of how we want to use the explainer. So the tap rooting is going through their market. And then the direction is leading them to the opportunity calls. You did that? Did that make sense? Was that clear?
Yeah, that makes sense.
I put some helpful steps in the chat too, if you guys look at it really quick. Of this is how I do and what I teach on the 1:30 training on Tuesdays and Thursdays. So basically, same thing that Adrian said, I just already had it kind of in steps. Follow the system, hyper launch your business through your entire list of 80 plus people. So this is your new people. On that call, on the hyper launch call, you're going to enroll those that are ready to go, because you do a call to action at the end of either of people who are in and people who are need more information. So if you enroll those that are ready to go, and then PS3, the ones that need more information, then if they don't close out on the 3-way call, then you can shift them to a opportunity call, kind of as the last resort. Wouldn't you say, Adrian?
Yeah. I mean, the opportunity call would be the last resort. So a lot of times, like with new prospects, I never really put my new prospects on an opportunity call. Like the first level of information that a person gets from me, like Aisha's on right now. She can come up with me and tell you what I sent her. When she said, about the business, I sent her the video. I let her watch Megan's video. When she watched Megan's video, we talked about it. I sent her my link. She had enrolled, and she was in the business for 2 days before I even knew it. Like, I didn't even know she had enrolled yet. She's like, I thought you were going to get a notification. You would have called. I'm like, nah, I didn't even know. And then once she got in, I got her list. I hyper launched her out. And then we started directing her to the opportunity call and stuff like that. So the opportunity call, from an exposure, the opportunity call shouldn't really be the first exposure that your people see. If they like hot and they hot, like if you know your people, like if they hot and that'll do it, then that's cool. Put them on there. But if you got a person like cold, warm, I'm throwing them that link. I'm throwing in the link first to warm them up to some information. Then I'll take them to an opportunity call if I need more information. If they hot and I know they're gonna do it, they just need to hear something and a call's coming up, I don't have no problem with them on it that way. But if I'm trying to build up the understanding, I'm gonna send them the link, talk to them, build them up, get them enrolled. After I get them enrolled that way, launch them, then we're gonna keep rolling. It always should be the video. You should always send your people like that video first and get that little explainer to make sure they got a little information first.
Can I piggyback on that too, Sloan?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, and so my philosophy too behind the opportunity calls, I think they're a great resource. I think they can definitely be beneficial. But when launching a business, guys, and again, this is just my personal perspective and my experience, you don't want your new people using the opportunity calls as the first go, because here's why. You can someone can get lost, or how can I explain this? You can hide behind the numbers on the opportunity call. So if you think about Megan's call, Megan has 400, 500, 600 people on those calls, right? And if Adrian just got started today and I say, all right, Adrian, look, we're going to launch your business. I need you to have 10, 15 people on your launch call, your hyper launch call. We're going to get this thing going, blah, blah, blah. And Adrian's like, all right, cool. Then he's inviting people. Well, let's just say I need you to get 10 to 15 people to a call. He's inviting people to Megan's call. There's 400, 500, 600 people on those calls. So if he doesn't come through, there's no love lost. You see what I'm saying? But if he knows he has a call that he has to make and he has to have 10 to 15 people on that call, guess what? The pressure is on, the heat is on. If he shows up empty-handed, we know he's empty-handed. Does that make sense? So your people can't hide behind their own personal launches if they're doing it correctly. But they can't hide behind those opportunity calls. So those opportunity calls could be good follow-up calls to people that have already came in and got that initial information on a launch call or have seen a video or something to that nature. So I just want to add that in there. Be careful with those opportunity calls and having your new people send people to that, because they'll do a whole lot of nothing if that's their only primary source of inviting people to.
No, that's key. That's
I
key.
hope I explained it like I was thinking it, but it's kind of yeah.
No, I dig it. All he's saying is like when a person is enrolled and they inviting new people, don't send their new people that you should be hyper launching to an opportunity call, because they can hide and they may not show up at all. You know what I'm saying? Like if you got 40 people on the call, you're not scrolling through the participants to see if your 10 people on there. You're like, you're not doing
Right.
that. You know, you're not gonna be able to find their names anyway. You know what I'm saying? So what he's saying, once you get new people in, you want your new people to have a personal, intimate hyper launch, so you can see how many people your person got. And then if all the people don't show up off day 15, you know, in the 25, then we can always go back, you know what I'm saying, and say, okay, who you invite, who showed up, who didn't show up. Now we can track it. You can't track them on a 600 people call. So this is why the hyper launches are so important. So any other feedback, y'all? This is good. I'm looking at the chat like people are growing from this. It's good. So, you know, y'all feedback. How do y'all feel the system is in play? What we talking about? You know what I mean? The 3 steps, hyper launch, 8-day blitz, get them into training, understand how to do the 1 page, replicate that process, pushing them to a meeting. What's y'all feedback on that process?
I think this Travis Jackson, I think everything you're doing right now with what you just explained, step for step, I think that's a streamlined process to get people where they need to be at and to keep things rolling. I see the wisdom in what you're saying. Like, it's a numbers game. We got to keep the doors open and people walking in them for us to continue to do what we're doing with as regards to maintaining a particular status and or elevating. It's got to be a consistent flow. And what you were saying earlier from the beginning of your presentation is that, like, people got to make sure that they're able to be retained because they got a reason to stay. We got to keep giving them a reason to stay, bro. Like, people ain't gonna just keep kicking out money and they ain't making money. And a lot of them came here with the thought that they was gonna make some money. We know that. Some people say they're gonna come to trade, but we know they gonna come and they thinking they're gonna run it up like Megan O'Regan did. And a lot of times they don't realize that it's a real process that it takes to get where they got. And that's our job, is to show them and educate them and to make sure that that's drilled in them so that we could continue to replicate the process. And I agree with everything, man. Y'all dead spot on with that.
No, I appreciate that. And that's the key. It's systems. It's systemic value. Everything I've ever done from a business consultant was to go to companies and build systems. That's what I've gotten paid to do for years. Like, you know, when I get hired at going as a consultant, what I look at is the processes. I don't look at people personalities. I don't care about who making money. I don't care about what they bragging on. None of that impress me. I'm looking for holes in the system. And I'm looking for what's the behavior of the people. And then how do we fix it? You know what I'm saying? Like, what's the solutions? And these are the things that I've seen. People making money here, but everybody who making money to there is not a leader. They not. You know what I'm saying? Like, some people getting paid by default. Masters all the way a band. They getting a bag on default. If we were to break that joint down, that business fluff. Ain't no real talent in there. You know what I'm saying? There's no real substance, you know? And I don't want no lucky business. I don't want no business that ain't got no value and got no substance. I want all my leaders to be authentically what they supposed to be. You know what I'm saying? So it doesn't matter what happened. Like, your best person, whoever you thought was your best person, hit a dummy rock, you know what I'm saying, and fall off the business, you know what I'm saying, and they decide they don't want to build no more, and you lose 400 people out of your leg, 5 people out of your leg, and you about to have an anxiety attack because you scared to build it back up. Dre lost hundreds of people in his business before I came in, but he a builder. He built it back and went straight to 20,000 because he a real builder. You know what I'm saying? But people who are not real builders don't understand how to build true systemic value businesses that have substance. Dre, when your business fell out, how many hundred people fell out your business?
250.
250 people. That boy had more people fall out than I got active in my organization. You know what I'm saying? Like 250 people fell out. He built it back and went beyond. So you went from 250 to what, Dre?
That month, guys, I had 300 people within my first 5 weeks in the company. The company did a restructure, and I lost 250 people. That first month back, we put in 800 people.
How many?
800.
Say it one more time.
800 people that first month back. We went from I went from 300 to 50, and that group of 50, we put in 800 people.
So 50 people put in how many people?
800. It can be done, y'all, for real.
That's pretty interesting. So when people look at building, oh, now you got to build for real. Like you build intentionally. It's intentional. Dre, when you was building that, how many launch calls that you doing on a regular basis, three-way calls? How many launch calls you feel like three-way calls you were doing a day?
Man, I felt like I was working 2 full-time jobs. But no, seriously, I did three-way calls nonstop all day long, launch calls all day long. The way we did it is, we came in, when you come in, you got to have that list of 20, 25 people. And, and we had a system, man. It was going strong. 20 to 25 people. That's how you do your first call. We're going to get 10 to 15 started because you're going to create that urgency. Listen, Adrian's about to get started. You're going to want a top position on this team. The first people to get in, they're going to get the best spot, the fear of loss. So they're going to get that spot just off a GP. Then we get 5 to 6 of them to do the same thing. And we're doing that all day, every single day. And it's growing like crazy. And it still is. And we kind of got away from it. We started making money and got comfortable, but we got to get back into that mode. When Adrian came in, he did the same thing. Same exact thing. Came in with a group of 25, 30 on your first call, Adrian?
Mm-hmm.
And it was a done deal. And so if everybody does that, the numbers grow exponentially. Like, yeah, if you look at the comp plan and every rank, once you get to like Duke, is you get 1 and you get the next rank, you get 1. Man, listen, I ain't trying to build that. Let me get 1. We need 5 to 10 per person coming in. And that's how you get that exponential growth. 30 to 45 days, we put in 800 people from 50.
Man, that's beautiful. Like, but y'all see Dre an introvert. Like Dre don't even like people for real. You know what I'm saying? Like Dre see people, he'll run to a corner. Like Dre don't like being around.
Hey, me and Don, I talked to Dominique. She called me earlier and she was telling me about this leader. She was like, Dre, this guy's how Dom talks. This guy's a leader. Like, I'm talking about like me and you. And I was like, hey, listen, I appreciate the comparison, Dom, but I ain't quite on your level yet. She was like, no, you are. You just don't be wanting to deal with people. And I was like, yeah, you're right. I don't like to deal with people, man.
They don't, but he built 800 people. You talking about a cat? Anytime we go anywhere, Dre stay in the room. I can't even get Dre to come out the hotel when we go places. Like I called Dre, we was out bowling. I said, "Where you at?" I see a pillow. Man, if you don't get out the bed, man, like, we ain't calling Atlanta for you to be laying in the bed. You know what I'm saying? Like this is what he do. But when you talking about work, he one of the fiercest grinders I've met in the industry. You know what I'm saying? So when I decided to go in business with somebody, I'm not going to business with nobody lazy. He know how to go get money, but he knows how to lock in and get past his introvert personality and train and build and stay committed to the process. And that's all we want to train you guys to do is be real builders, like how to lock in. Like I'm a builder for real. Like I'm a lock in and I can go through and I don't get tired of doing the same thing over and over and over and over. Explain the same opportunity, talk about the same link. You know what I'm saying? When people don't want to do it, fine. They want to do it, fine. It's just when we actually find the people who want to do it, this is what we're discussing. How do we process those people is what we're going to be going through. You know what I'm saying? So, all right, next person. Anybody else before we get out of here? We've been on here for an hour. And I really want to make sure that we got it. This is all good information, though. Like, I ain't tripping. I just want to make sure that y'all got it. Because Wednesday, we're going to be going through y'all people with the starting 5. So I really want to make sure as leaders, y'all got all y'all questions and expressions out the way. We're going to keep drilling on it, but I really want to give y'all that first opportunity because on Wednesday, your people going to get a chance to ask their questions too. So let's make sure you situated. Oh, look at that baby, Dre. I see you on there.
You got, look, this what y'all gotta do, man. All your excuses, any excuses. Hey, look, any excuse, like a good excuse, a legitimate excuse, right, is still an excuse. You see what I'm saying? And so one thing that I love about, you know what I'm saying, my journey in the industry, it hasn't been easy. It's been a rocky road. I came from, you know what I'm saying, literally nothing to success. And the reality is, any excuse somebody has ever given me, you know what I'm saying, I've 9 times out of 10, I done been through it. You know what I'm saying? I done it. You know, the kids, I got this. My kids got to go to practice. I got to go to school. Like, I was getting my master's degree when I first started this thing. Like, you know what I'm saying? I was working on my MBA. Like, cats got to understand, like, a legitimate excuse, guys, is still an excuse. So when you got a busy life and you got kids and you got this, you got to grind through it. So when somebody come at you with those excuses, you don't have no sympathy. Oh, that's the reason you should be doing it. You see, I don't have no sympathy for nobody just giving me excuses, because I'm going to tell you, your excuse is your reason that you need to be getting it done. Oh, you a single mom? Oh, that sounds like a reason to me. Oh, you work 2 jobs so you can't see your kids? That sounds like you need some time. So when you start learning how to take their excuses and turn them into reasons they need to be doing the business. And so I'm always grinding. Kids right here, screaming, whatever. That's what my phone been on mute the whole time. These jokers been screaming like a mug.
I'm taking a picture of you right now.
I had to pick this boy up like, man, if you don't be quiet, I'm trying to do this call. but yeah, man. Hey, man, look, I appreciate everything you're doing, Adrian. I appreciate you too, Reagan. I actually got a coaching call, man. I was supposed to do it at 11, but this one was so good, man, I couldn't hop off. So, but I got to catch this girl before I leave, because, you know, if I don't catch her tonight, she's going to disappear on me.
Right. All right, bro. Do your thing, man. Love you, boy. Be careful, man.
Hey, love you too, man. Hey, man, let's get it, y'all. Hey, y'all got a great leader right here. Reagan, Adrian. I saw Dr. PK on here, man. What, man? Look, man, it's the call right here. That's what's up. I'm gonna let y'all go, man. I appreciate y'all and everything, man. I catch y'all later.
Bro. All right, for sure. All right, teammates. Well, if nobody else got any questions, man, we actually gonna get out of here. Again, didn't want this call to be long, but I think it was well worth it. Just to get us clear to make sure we all running the same system, man. That's what this is all about. The meeting after the meeting for leaders is where it's at. Like, we got great leaders on this call. Like, we have powerhouses. That's why we selected y'all first. You know what I'm saying? Because we really wanted to dig in and get everything detoxified, you know, get all the toxic thoughts and energies out the way, and let y'all know we believe in y'all. Like, we 100% believe in y'all. Like, we would not have chosen y'all to be on this call if we didn't believe in y'all. We believe in y'all. We understand some of the shortcomings and issues that come with the business, but we identify as y'all the group to keep pushing through and keep making it happen. So we just want to make ourselves available to y'all and understand what we've been working like crazy behind the scene of creating, so that we all can win faster. You know, obviously we all have a vested interest in each other's success. You know, if I want to go to another rank, I got to help my people get to another rank. If you want to go to another rank, you got to help your people go to another rank. And that's what I love about this type of business, that you can't be a selfish leader and make it but so far. I've seen selfish leaders succeed, you know what I'm saying? But it stops at some point. And then the success don't hit the same if your whole team ain't winning. You know what I'm saying? Because you know, if you done right by your team on your way. You know what I'm saying? You know, if you hadn't too, you know what I'm saying? But I love the fact I can look my teammates in the eye and I can laugh and I can talk and we can really enjoy each other, because I know I done did right by them. You know what I'm saying? I know I done did right. I take an L to let my team take a dub. Like, I take an L and lose some money or some time so my team can win. I'm just that type of leader, but I really feel like that's the same reason why God has blessed my business so much, because I really do care about my people. I used to have leaders tell me I care too much. I care too much about my people. I just know now they really in the trenches for me, and we rocking together. If they hurt, I hurt, you know, so we got to go through some things together. So I believe that, and I'm just not foolish enough to let people who are not in the trenches with me distract me. And that's where the wisdom come into play of understanding the difference. And so we believe in y'all, and we in the trenches with y'all. So we out of here, man. I'm checking the chat right now to see if there's any more comments in here that I missed, and then we're going to close this deal out. Got it. Oh, he's talking about Dre. Yeah, that's for sure. That's how he be, man. That joker be in the bed. Dre don't be going nowhere, man. That boy is such an introvert. It is crazy to me. All right, teammates. So we out of here. I see Justin in here. Is just Travis on here? I think I saw Travis' name.
Yeah, Travis is on here.
What's up, Coach?
I'm right here, bro.
What's up, Coach? You got something for us tonight?
Man, I'm just taking it all in, and I then wrote up my notes and everything else and stuff, just trying to get guys and ladies right. So I don't have a whole lot to say really right now and stuff, because like you said, everything you said is on point. I know we got to get grinding. There really ain't no choice. If we stand by the wayside and keep going at the rate we're going, we got to make some changes. We got to get people involved, and we got to get them involved right away. So, I'm one of those and stuff right now. Built a pretty big team and stuff right out of the gate and stuff. And, like you said, you got some people who, and on our own accord and stuff, haven't been able to keep them trained up right and gotten them, to the winner's circle and stuff fast enough and whatnot. Still doing well. Still got a lot of people in the business, but not ramped up to the point where we need to be. So, I don't really necessarily have anything to add and stuff. It's time to crack the whip and get rolling.
All right. We're glad to have that input. Dr. Justin Spire, you got anything for us out there, sir?
Hey, man, just sitting here listening, taking everything in, and just me on my side, really just got to get focused. Everything that y'all talking about, just getting focused, honing in on the system, what needs to be done, what needs to be ran, and do that thing consistently, like it's the back of your hand. And, just really sit down, put down the goals, like you said, the 90-day, what needs to be done for 90 days, what you're trying to hit, and do it fanatically, so just listening, man, taking everything in, listening to what everybody is saying, and the success that everybody has had and what they've done to get to that point. Also hearing that, eventually it's kind of like the same thing. Everybody gets to a certain point, they get comfortable, start making a little bit of money, and then something changes. And so from what I'm hearing is once you have the system, continue to do the system until you get to that point where you're supposed to be, whatever that destination is, whatever that goal is that you wrote down, because many people are stopping, not even halfway, to that point.
Mm-hmm.
So if you saying that you really want to be legend, then you can't get to, a level below that and get comfortable. So that's what I'm hearing.
No, that's spot on, bro. And that's what the systems come in play for, is to perpetuate the success. Like the success can keep moving now catch this. The success can keep moving even when you stop, if the system is moving. See, the issue of it is when we're building business and they so wrapped around us that if we stop, the success stop. And that's where the issue's at, because it's not enough people replicating the systemic value. And so all of our businesses are too small to be stopping so soon. You see what I'm saying? Like, we don't have enough leaders already built up when we run. Now, once we run this for 90 days, 6 months, a year, oh yeah, we good. Yeah, we good. We could be a legend 100, 200. And that thing, even you get the emperor, it could be running like that. You know what I'm saying? You can get the emperor, empress, you know what I'm saying, legend. If you got a strong business, your business is gonna maintain and grow because you got the system going. It's perpetual. Like I said, Frank Dillon sat at the top of the company for 4 years and went on a 10-year run and left and went back to Mexico. But that business was running without Frank, because Frank had a system that the people believe had elevated in so high because they saw so much success. You can't argue with success. You know what I'm saying? When people are winning, even if people are whining and saying it's too hard, the cause is too long, all that, they whining, but people still winning. So what happens of it is you build a culture of people look past the whiners because they want to win too. And that's what I'm saying. We just got to build a system that perpetuate the success, that even when we stop or the whiners keep whining, the success is so loud. You know what I'm saying? Like, the success is so loud, the whining don't even penetrate it because the success is so strong. So we just got to keep building this perpetual process so it's happening. So we don't went to North Carolina, we don't went to Ohio. Let's go to Mississippi. Mr. Dalvin, you got anything for us, sir? Let's jump over to Mississippi for a second. All right, I saw Dalvin in here. I see Jasmine. If y'all talking, y'all on mute. Okay, let's jump over here to Mr. Ernest. You got anything for us here, sir?
Can you hear me?
Yes, sir.
I don't have too much to say. You young folks, y'all just tearing it up. I'm just trying to keep up with the pace. That's all. I'm enjoying it. Took some notes. I know what I need to do. I just got to do it. Simple as that.
Yes, sir. I've heard a lot of great things about you, Mr. Ernest. You're a living legend out here, Doc. I heard about you.
Well,
Ernest
you
is
wait.
the three-way king.
You wait till I get the L word in place.
Oh, boy, I done did my research on you, Mr. Ernest. I've been Googling you now. I've been Googling you. I'm seeing some good stuff out here.
I'm working on it, my brother. I was one of those that had about 800 people in my group, and it dropped all the way down to 50. So
I got you.
I'm working.
But the beautiful part about it, if you got it there, you can go to 800 and go to 2,000. You know what I mean? Just like Drake said, he lost 250 and put 800 in the next month. When you got it, you got it. You know?
I got it.
We just got to go back to doing what got it there the first time. That's all we got to do.
I hear you, my brother. Thank y'all for what you appreciate it.
Yes, sir. I appreciate you. All right, we're gonna jump 2 more times. Nicole, let's go all the way down to let's go down here to Florida here. What you got going, sis?
Hey, man, I have to say that this was a phenomenal call. When you were talking about, it's easy for people to jump on those opportunity calls, sign up, and then get lost, or jump on the opportunity calls and get lost, at that minute. I feel like this is some real direction for some real leaders for us all to implement and kill the game. So ultimately, I just want to say thank you to you guys for putting on such a phenomenal call, and I'm ready to kill it. So I appreciate y'all.
No, for sure. We appreciate you, man. We just want to continue to add value to the squad, and just continue to, let y'all know where we at. You know what I'm saying? We don't want to be up all night. Like, y'all don't want to be all night either, but I don't care about that. Like, as an entrepreneur, like, I've been in this lane for so long. I always tell everybody I work from completion to completion. Some people work from 9 to 5.
That's good.
I work from completion to completion. You know what I'm saying? It's like, when it's done, it's done. Like, what we talking about time for? You know what I'm saying? Like, I ain't like, oh, I can't wait. Thank God it's Friday. Oh, nah, if I don't want to go to work, I don't go to work. I've been free for a long time.
That's it.
You pay that price to work from completion to completion. Like, you got to pay that price. If it's a project not done, you don't go to sleep. You get some coffee and then you finish the project. You know what I'm saying? Like, when you catch it, kill it, clean it, and cook it, like when you used to living in the jungle and everything that you eat come from what you do, you learn to take out the weakness of thinking about time. What you thinking about is, I don't get paid if it's not finished. Completion to completion. That's it. And so when I'm giving my heart on calls like this, like, I want to do, keep the time under control for people who got jobs. So, like, I respect that. But I'm really telling you, like, the time doesn't bother me. You know what I'm saying? Because of the way that I'm structured. I want to make sure my team is good. I want to make sure everybody is clear. I want to make sure that everybody's in a good position to be able to go to the next level. This is what's required in order to break bondage of poverty. This is what's necessary, you know what I'm saying, to clear out the cluttered mind, they get clarity. We got to spend time with each other. We can't be rushing each other around to get on and off a call when we really got to do what we got to do to go win. We got to spend time now so we can spend time with our family and our kids later. That's it. I love taking the trip, you know what I'm saying, and go somewhere like, man, I don't even want to go home. I want to stay 2 more days. I love that. Like when you done paid the price, you can do that. But if you ain't paid the price, you got to think about how much it costs. You know what I'm saying? And you got to be thinking about, you got to get back home to work. And the Freedom Team and the Freedom Fighter logo for me personally, when it came to when it came to me, was the fact of I wanted to go where I wanted to go, do what I want to do, spend how much money I want to spend with whoever I want to spend it with. To me, that's freedom. To be able to go and live your life where you can make decisions on your heart, not based on your pocket.
Absolutely.
Too many decisions in our lives is made based on our pocket. I want to live a life that's based on my heart. If I want to do it, I'm going to do it. If I don't want to do it, I'm not going to do it. These are heart decisions, not pocket decisions. You know what I'm saying? I never want to live a life that's in a box where I can't move based on how much money I got. So I ain't never cared to work hard to go get the bread to live the life of freedom. I seen my mother work all her life. They end up having spurs on her neck and got broke down working the job. They gave her plaques that said they loved her. Then she only got fired after a year being on FMLA. You can't trick me to work a job. You can't. And I got to tell you my talk with that Ms. Linda House, it's not that I hate jobs. I just hate what jobs did to my family. You understand what I'm saying? I hate the time it took my mother away from my games and took my family away from, we couldn't really enjoy each other because one of the parents was already absent and working and all. I hated that. I was one of them kids that absolutely hated it. So I told my mother I was going to retire by the time I was 40. And by the time I was 30, I said enough money and I ain't worked for a year and a half. I had enough fire built up in me that I wanted time freedom so bad. That's all I fought for. That's all I wanted, is to be able to build up a life that I could live how I wanted to live. You know what I'm saying? And so when I'm doing these coaching calls, I don't really think about time. Like when I'm doing my opportunity calls, I do, because I want to get people on and off. When I'm talking to the team, I don't look at y'all with time. I already know I'm gonna invest my time into this group. You know what I'm saying? So my mindset is clarity. I want y'all to be clear. You know what I mean? So that we can build the right type of business. That's what's important to me, to be honest. More than the time is clarity. Because we could spend all day and be cluttered, or we could spend a little bit of time and be clear, or we could spend, a little bit of time and be crystal clear. We could be on a call all day and y'all still don't got it. And we gonna go back and have the same type business. That ain't what I want. I want us to be clear about the system. That's why y'all opinions matter. And I always do that. I want to know what y'all think. Because when we get off this call, we got to go back and execute with absolute clarity. So Wednesday call, we're going to go over the protocol of what we're looking for and give your team a chance to speak. And it's going to be execution. I'm going to start asking them questions Wednesday and getting their numbers. And Wednesday, Friday, Sunday is numbers. So when we get back to call on Monday, you need to have a report for your organization on Monday, what happened throughout the week. And so on Monday, the coaching call, y'all are going to give reports of what happened in your business numbers for the last week. You need to screenshot your numbers Sunday before the numbers will go final. Screenshot your numbers on Sunday night, and then screenshot your numbers Monday morning early before they do the reset. Screenshot your business numbers so you'll know where you are. So Sunday night close out, Monday morning reset. Bring that to the Monday night coaching call so we can look at your business, and then we're looking at what's going on in your business and getting your starting five ranked up. All right. I'm out of here, y'all. So that's all we got, teammates. Ain't nobody else got anything?
I'll say something real quick, Sloan, if I can.
Yes, sir. Go ahead.
First of all, man, this call, man, is just been even building that fire up that much more, man. So I really appreciate what you're doing. I appreciate what Reagan's doing. Everybody on this call, man. I'm so hungry right now, man. I can literally taste $100,000 a month. So I'm yes, ready. Sir. I'm ready to get it done. But as I look around this call, man, what I'm looking at, man, I see a dream team full of legends already, legends and icons. The only question is who's gonna get there first, right? Mm. And so I'm just like, man, this is a call full of warriors and people who were built for this. And I just feel like, this is helping everybody to put everything in perspective and just keep that fire going so that we can motivate one another and challenge one another
just to really get the job done. I remember watching an interview with Kobe Bryant, and they was like, man, Kobe, you just won the game. Why you don't look happy, man? And he said, the job ain't finished, is it? Is it finished? I don't think so. You know what I'm saying? And so, you know, sometimes it's easy to be like, man, things are happening, take a break, right? But you know, I'm just glad at what you guys are doing, man. So I appreciate it. If I got to stay up 7 days, it might take me a little longer to get it in my mind, but if I got to stay up 7 days to get it and get it right, man, and I'm willing to do it. So I appreciate your coaching. I've been taking my notes, and I'm learning.
Yeah, bro. I appreciate that, bro. I appreciate that. And we just believe in what we got going on. You know, we believe in you and Amber, man. You guys are definitely a dream team to me. You guys are the epiphany of hard work and dedication. You know what I'm saying? Fighting through it all, focused through it all, keeping a good spirit and a good mind through it all. You guys are one of the people that I refer to. I say everybody, you know, it's a lot of people that's already legends in Tradera who just ain't got the income to show it yet. When I see you and Amber, that's what I see. You know what I'm saying? The income ain't there yet, but the leadership is there. The heart is there. The work ethic is there. The loyalty is there. Like I told Reagan from day one, you spend your time with them. Like they the right people. You know what I'm saying? Like they are the leaders that if you was in my organization, I mean, I already spent time with y'all now because I love y'all. You know what I'm saying? But if it wasn't like, if like you was in my organization, I had to identify like who I was going to spend some time with, I would definitely spend time with y'all. Like no doubt about it. Because everything about that you stand for is what the leadership needs to look like from the front of the room. From the front of the room. You know, we got to have certain type of leaders at the front of the room. You're a front of the room leader. You know what I'm saying? Some of these cats at the front of the room need to go in the trash can. They trash. It shouldn't be an example for nobody to follow. I wouldn't promote them at all. I would promote you, you know what I'm saying, as a leader. So I'm 100% behind you and Amber to help y'all go to the next level because you're everything that a legend and an icon and a leader is supposed to look like, you know what I'm saying, and leading the way for Tradera. So I appreciate you, your leadership and what you just mean to this team as a person, as an individual, as a human being. I appreciate what you stand for, bro. And we're going to push y'all all the way through. You got my support 210%, like 200 all the way.
Yeah, I really appreciate that, bro. Really appreciate that. That's awesome.
That's real talk, bro. That's real talk. So teammates, let's go ahead and make this deal happen, man. Let's make this deal happen. All people in here crying now. Oh, the coach, cut it out. Tighten up, Buttercup. Like, cut it out. That's real, man. Oh, man. Well, that's beautiful, man. That's what this is all about, man. Like, DJ, you really it, bro. You the real deal, for sure. Like, you the real deal. So, teammate, that's all we got. Miss Lynch, you have anything, Empress, before we close this deal out?
No, sir. This was an awesome call. So I thank you for putting it together and, you know, and just leading the call. So I appreciate you.
Yeah, you're more than welcome. And we are pushing Reagan right now. We are pushing Reagan right now all the way through to Emperor to Legend. Like the word we're speaking on Reagan is for Reagan to hit Legend before this year is out. I want her to go to Legend before we click over to 2021. Reagan deserves to be Legend for a lot of reasons. You know what I'm saying? She's already there. Like I for everything she stands for, like for everything she's pushing, she's behind so many people's success in this company. And she don't say a word about it. I mean, she is one of the most humblest leaders I've ever been around in my lifetime. You know what I'm saying? I've been around a lot of leaders, and some of them ain't nowhere as good as they act like they are. You know what I'm saying? But when you got a leader that's way better than that they show that they are, oh man, like that's just something you gotta admire. You know what I'm saying? And her success is connected to a lot of people. You know what I mean? So like I've told Reagan, I'm just telling y'all openly. You know what I'm saying? Like I believe God is gonna do so much through Reagan. This is gonna be unbelievable. It's gonna blow the minds of every viewer. You know what I'm saying? And it's because there's so many other people that needs to see that because they believe in her and what's going on so much. It's only going to inspire more people. She already inspires thousands of people already. They, you know, they see and they be like, oh my God, she's real. You know what I'm saying? And it's just going to get greater from here, man. But you deserve everything that's coming your way. You know what I'm saying? So by the end of this year, man, we speak it on you. You're going to hit legend. You're going to go beyond your wildest dreams, man. And you deserve it. Like you deserve every piece that's going to come with it. For every tear cried, for every disappointment, for every time you felt overlooked, you know what I'm saying? You know, for every time you didn't get the recognition that you should have got, what's going to happen is going to blow you away. You know what I'm saying? It's going to blow you away, man. So congratulations in advance. And you got a bunch of soldiers that's behind you, beside you, sideline, upline, downline. Like, we surrounded you, man. We're going to make sure you get this deal done. So we support you, and we appreciate you for everything you've done for us. I thank you for everything you've done for me since I've been here, and you know, we appreciate you in a big time way. Okay. So teammates, we are out of here. All right. So everybody, y'all have a great night. And let's just go ahead and do what we got to get done, man. We're gonna take this deal to the next level. So right now, we just understand, you know, we've been commissioned to go to the next level. We're gonna lock in. You know, again, Monday coaching call, Wednesday, Friday, Sunday. Let's get the team in here, and let's get done. We got to get done, man. Peace and blessings, man. Love y'all. Y'all have a great night. All right.
Next day, family. Y'all be good, man. Good night.
For sure, bro. You too.
Good night, everybody.
Good night, family.